Good evening, good afternoon, players and watchers. This is New York by Night, World of Darkness. Tonight we have Toreador clan meetings. The clan got beheaded last week when our Primogen went AOL at the end of a mission in Madrid, and one of our newer members came in. At least from our point of view, he was freaking out, being paranoid, being a normal Toreador, asking to set up a meeting as fast as possible, but then he went into hiding, and finally we were able to locate him. And so while Primogen Justinian is off, the clan whip became Primogen pro tempore, pending investigation into what happened. And tonight they are investigating. So they're meeting, the setup is somewhere an intersection in the rack. John Lejours will first go and pick up Victor, and then head from there to the meeting with Ricardo Salamanca. He told Salamanca the meeting is at 9, but they're showing up at 8. Somehow the paranoia of Ricardo got transferred to the rest of the clan, so we'll start from the van with Victor and John sitting together. So Victor, I heard this guy's a pretty good shot.
Then you've heard more than I have.
Well, there's a stake in the back if you want to keep one on your under your jacket.
Ah, thank you.
And the Magnum. I don't think anything particularly bad is gonna happen. If he was gonna freak out, he would have freaked out on other people before us. But you never know. So I told you the meeting is at 8, but his meeting is at 9. So let's move around first the place to make sure it's not particularly unwholesome.
Okay.
So we'll take a drive around the place. The usual look at the windows. Aspects 1, try and gauge where the place is, look at all the high spots, see if you can go on top of one of the buildings, make sure the other buildings are clear. Then when it's 15 minutes to 9, head back to the van and go to the meeting spot and wait. All the perception and alertness rolls.
Yeah, I'm
like a good couple dozen of them were made while we're running around. And we'll wait for Ricardo.
Okay, Ricardo will actually arrive probably 10 minutes early, like 8:50, and he will produce himself out of the shadows of a near block. He's normally dressed. He's, as you can see him on the picture, black suit, black tie, something marking the something that bulges on the sides of his suit, and he will just wait on the corner of the appointment.
So you will see us. You will see our van. We'll see your van. Are you sneaking or are you walking?
He's basically walking. He's not sneaking at the moment, but you see him. You can notice something weird on him as he approaches the van and gently, really gently, actually taps. Oh, nice.
I'm standing beside the van, beside where the driver is. Obfuscate 1. Let's see. You have aspects 1, right?
Yeah.
So do you have 2?
No, I have only 1 at the moment.
All right. Let's see if you break through it. I'm just curious. See
What was the
see how it
roll to
works.
see if I break through?
I can't. I don't know. I'm just checking.
Oh, thank you, dearie. I have -1 on the difficulty because of Auspex 1 hidden senses. I think I do.
No, it's assumed that you have aspects for that roll. It's not a perception roll.
Okay.
What's it called? Hi. Basically, the only way you get to try it is if the person has the same level of obfuscate as your aspect. All right, I have my PDF open and frozen.
Yeah, it normally happens when you need them the most. Oh, for Grant, you can actually see if you're seeing through a window or something like that. Every time he kind of shifts his body a little bit, you see two really long pistols there. They are not fastened to their holders. They are ready for they are ready for action if needed to be.
Okay.
Okay. Yay, miraculous dice rolls, huh?
Obfuscate, conceal, whatever. 5 yards per meter per dot, so unless Kindred choose to make herself seen, she can remain. Page 142, seeing the unseen.
Okay.
Page 142, I was there.
Let me see.
Hasn't been that long.
Werewolf, vampire. Page 142. Nope. Someone has been touching my books. I will need to chop someone's hand.
No one can touch my PDF.
42. Seeing the unseen. When a vampire tries to utilize perception, with a vampire hiding with obfuscate, I need to have higher aspects than your obfuscate, and I need to roll a perception.
Versus manipulation subterfuge.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll manipulation subterfuge. And we both
You actually win because I don't have higher aspects. I have aspects 1 and it's equal to your obfuscate, so I actually
That's
don't
not
see.
a win, no. That's we're rolling against 7. And
Oh, okay.
you can always botch it. There's all that fun stuff that can. I just need to check what are the numbers for Lejours.
Very
I think
good.
his manipulation is pretty high.
Yeah, you will probably beat me.
Manipulation 3. And subterfuge is probably 2. No, I can always botch. It doesn't matter. So 5 dice. I roll 5 side dice. It's difficulty 7. La 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 la. Come on. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll. 10, 7, 6, 6. I get 2 successes.
Yeah, you beat me.
Okay. So as you pass, you tap on the van. I don't see you going for your gun. I'll go over here. And I think that's enough to break obfuscate 1.
Yep. And immediately Ricardo will step back and both of his hands are going to the under her armpits and grab something, and then he looks at you and go like, right. Sorry, I'm a little bit jumpy.
Oh, it's okay. The way obfuscate works is you kind of see him there, but you don't perceive him. You don't
Yeah.
until he actually moves.
Yeah.
Let's go to back. So I'll open the back, and there is 2 2 seats. Well, usually the back of the van can be completely empty, or have seats. So I
Okay.
added 2 more seats in there, and the back of it is empty.
Okay.
And there's nylon paper on the floor.
Right.
I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna call it a kill car, but it's
It's the kill car. James, sorry, Ricardo will actually jump in, sit back, take off the
there's no
suit.
nylon under Ricardo's seat.
Oh dear boy.
It's
He will take off the
Don't
jacket
take
and
this.
put it over his legs, and you actually see the 2 guns there waiting for anyone.
And then we'll head to drive a little bit down the road, and I think this is like if somebody's expecting us, they wouldn't have any ready mics or anything hidden to listen to us.
Okay.
So what happened?
When the van is on a safe place, Ricardo will start speaking. Okay, quick. We were taken to Madrid.
Okay.
Something bad happened over there. Sabbath everywhere. And
yeah, I heard they took it over. Who
in
took
a
you to Madrid?
moment,
How did you guys go to Madrid? Who took you there? Like, did you go by?
this guy, I think it was a Justica or something like that.
Butcher? Malkavian Butcher?
No. I actually don't know. And he will describe the guy that was in the scene.
That's Malkavian. That's Butcher.
Yeah, he will describe him.
No. He speaks like this, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's what. That's Butcher.
And they put us on a helicopter. A plane, then a helicopter took us there. It was me, Justinian, Emily, and a couple more of guys. And we entered, we ushered a couple of people. Justinian did most of the work, killed a lot of people actually. And we grabbed the target, we took him back. We speak with someone, a woman that this chick, not Emily, someone named Ghost.
Yes, the Bruja.
Was really mad with. No idea why.
She's Bruja.
Mad with who?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. We went back to the chopper, and I really don't know why Justinian just turned around and dashed into the fucking place.
As you guys were running away?
Yeah.
Did he say
We
anything?
actually made it to the chopper, to the escape chopper with the people that sent us there, and Justinian just stopped, turned
Did he say
around.
something?
I couldn't hear. I was busy shooting neonates.
Did he get summoned? Did someone use a summoning power presence on him?
I don't know. We were alone. I think he went back on his own accord, but I don't know. Anything could be with the
Did you guys
Sabbath.
had any mics? Could he have told you I'm being summoned or something?
He could have said anything. We had communication equipment, but Justinian just
And
he
he
just
started running.
turned around and bolted back.
Did he tell anything to anyone?
No. Nothing at all, actually.
If he was summoned, he should have had the time to tell us he's being mind-fucked. Then you guys could have shot him in the leg or something.
Yeah, but he just did it that way.
I would have
We
rather
needed
have
to.
my feet shot than running into Sabat City.
We closed up and we left, and he was.
Maybe he was dominated.
Could be, but there was no one around.
It could have been it could have been something implanted beforehand.
Or it could be, or it could also be that
Did you guys
just
deal with
a fucking traitor.
Why run after the mission is over?
This is a good question. Why?
But
He could have handed all of you over. He could have.
I received a phone call after that.
By who?
Justinian's cell phone.
Yes.
He was talking with someone of the Sabbath. Someone high up in the way they speak.
So Justinian called?
Yeah, it was at least a call from Justinian's cell phone.
So a call from Justinian's cell phone and then a conversation between Justinian and someone. So he called
Yes.
you and on silent. He
Yes.
called you and didn't let people know that he's talking to someone.
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, he called so that you could listen in on the conversation.
Yes. What
Okay.
they said was that, and this information, and he will check through the windows of the van, is already presented to the prince and the sheriff. There are apparently no more Sabbaths in a certain place here in New York, and that they were going to ship Justinian back home. And I don't know if that's his country of origin or here in New York.
Staten Island?
Could be, yeah.
So there's no more Sabbat in Staten?
So what? They're basically giving up?
I wouldn't know. Maybe it's all a trick and they want us to dash into Staten Island and they can kill every one of us. Well, at least most of us.
Well, I have no plans on dashing in. Although, if there are no Sabbat in Staten Island, it would be
Sabbat
good.
wants to have the Sabbat wants to have a meeting with the Primogen and the Prince to determine the peace negotiation. Just like somebody's ringing the bell.
Dun, 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 dun.
Alejandro, can you still hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good, good.
I've been calling you. You know? I don't have it right now though.
Did you make a copy?
No, not yet. Because when I took it there, they asked me, they had the fight.
Anyway, to go back, who was Ghost really mad at?
Did you even bother coming to check?
This chick was really mad at the woman in the picture. She there was a picture of a woman hanged up and Ghost just smashed it to pieces. I really don't understand what's going on.
What did the woman look like?
I actually didn't take a good look. I was busy looking for something else.
Okay.
But the thing is this. Basically, I don't trust Justinian anymore. I'm very paranoid that if they mean send him home, they actually mean here. We will need to take actions. I already asked the prince and the sheriff what they want to do, and they have their and he doubts a little, and he says they have their plans. You're mute, Karim.
Sorry, who said that? Our sheriff said that?
He was saying that Ricardo can't trust Justinian at the moment, and that he asked to the prince and to the sheriff what they would do, and say they will have plans if Justinian comes back to New York. Look, I don't trust anyone that was caught at least for a friendly chat with the Sabbath.
It could be a different person. It could be all kind of implantation. It could be convince him otherwise to do other things. He could be in
Yeah.
trance. He could be dominated.
Oh, and he just snaps his fingers. And he said he killed a Toreador?
Who did?
Are you in? Justinian said he murdered a Toreador.
When he said that, when he was on the phone,
Yes.
did he say a name?
I actually cannot recall. You might ask the prince, since you are Primogen pro tempore, and this.
Did you tell them about the dead Toreador?
I told everything to the prince.
Was it Mercy?
I don't know.
He didn't say a name.
Probably. He probably said just straight murder.
But he did not. It's not like he said a name and you don't remember the name.
He will try to remember. He might have said a name, but I cannot point my finger on it at the moment.
And when you told the prince, you didn't give him a name, right?
Sadly, I told the prince everything I knew.
But when you told the prince, you didn't tell him a name because you don't know a name, right?
I think I told him a name. Just at this moment, I cannot remember what was the name.
And Mercy doesn't ring a bell.
No.
Charles doesn't ring a bell.
No. The prince, you might need to go to him and ask for every account I have given.
No, I would rather read your mind than go to the prince, but...
You'd rather read my mind?
Yes. Do you want us to go to the prince and ask him that you don't remember? Your memory is too weak, you don't remember something so important like that? He's gonna think we're a bunch of clowns.
I work in a circus, so
Yes.
I wouldn't be offended with that.
He will mean it in a bad way. He will think I'm
okay.
joking.
Let me ask the STs a question, and I will try to remember.
Okay.
It's very mind tiresome to do something like that, i.e. it costs me willpower.
Right. And he will start doubting a second. He will look to one side, look to the other. I don't need you to read my memory.
Yes. Do you remember?
He will start rubbing his templates. I'm still waiting for the ST's answer. But while I try to remember, we should keep the topics moving.
Okay. So the other issue, I don't like being Primogen. I like to be put up, and I like to know exactly what's happening. I like to know what's happening in the meeting, as much as it doesn't get you killed as a Primogen in place. But I prefer not to be. Reason being is, let's assume you're the Primogen, and you are concerned about other people in the clan trying to take your position. You may not trust us with things like that. But if there's at least one person who doesn't give a shit and he's happy being a whip all the time, then it kind of balance things out a little bit. We have Charles, but Charles doesn't like to get involved with things.
I don't know if I could be elected because I have been tasked to the prince to go to the sheriff and become a hound of New York City.
Well, that's an honor to the clan. As a Primogen, I encourage you. As a potential future friend, you know everybody who took that position is dead.
Yeah, but I will let you in a little secret.
Yes.
I have a mentor, a master, a
Yes.
really close friend.
Yep.
He has been training me to become an Alastor.
So being a hound is a good stuff.
Yeah.
I think Alastor dies even faster than hounds, but I mean, yes, it's
Yeah,
prestigious.
they normally do.
It's pretty prestigious to the clan, and if one way to go, it's good to go in flames, as they say.
Yeah.
Anything you need from me, I think I speak for Grant, uh, to achieve that. That is pretty prestigious to the clan and the city.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
Just
Not
don't.
that we want to ride off your fame and exploits, but we will also ride over your failures. So
We just don't want to also become. Uh, uh, we don't want to also be. If we're too helpful, they might also think to make us hounds.
Yeah.
we already do this. Every time they go somewhere crazy, they call us. One reason I started an investigation coterie, which I would like for you guys to join it, is for them to avoid sending us half-ass blind and getting. I got torpor twice so far because of that.
Oh.
So yes, I will. The coterie has the Ventru Gwen. It has the Gangrel, the other hounds, Emily. It
Yeah.
has me. It had Justinian. Um, and yeah, I think it will benefit a lot by having more naturally born investigators.
Hmm.
Doesn't prevent you from joining other coteries. It's just that you will have a reputation for investigating things and people will come to you for it. It's like
Okay.
opening a business or a store.
Now, what we will do if Justinian comes back?
If he comes back, he has to be cleared by the prince and seneschal and the sheriff. And not or. That will take some time. And
Right.
in the meantime, I prefer not to be Primogen for that time. I think that will take a very long time. Also, he doesn't have to come back in a Primogen if he doesn't want to. I mean, what happened if he really murdered a Toreador? Uh, he may not want to be Primogen for a while. Which one of you? So, Grant, are you up for it?
Victor will think for a
Oh, Victor.
couple seconds. I don't really understand the games we play, but if you don't mind helping me uh, as my whip to understand some of the uh, intricacies of the meetings.
The main intricacy that I found is that each one of them has its own idea of what the Camarilla is, and how it should be, and how things are run. And each one of them thinks their clan is a certain thing that it may or may not be, but that doesn't matter, it's the idea they have. So the first thing you have to do is not to cause any wave, find out what they really think things should be how, and then starts breaking waves.
Hmm.
Um, but certain things you can share with the rest of the clan, and I highly encourage you. Certain things you can't, and I still encourage you to share it, and certain things you shouldn't, and that's up to your own discretion. And certain things you get you killed if you share it with us, and that I'll leave it to your own discretion.
Yep.
Very well.
That's done.
Given that I'm pretty sure we all are not elders of the 18th century or something. I'm going to try something a little different. This doesn't have to be discussed with the other clans, but given until our position is strengthened, I say, as you mentioned, some things I should tell you, some things I shouldn't. The things I can tell you, I would be open to advisement to my
I'm
other clan
perfectly
members.
fine. I'm perfectly fine with you taking fifths.
Yeah.
That's your the permission. I just appreciate if you don't pull rank on us unless
Oh,
you absolutely have to.
of course.
If you
There
need
was another
something,
Toreador who tried to do it, and he died within a week by someone. I was about to deal
yeah.
with him, but he passed away. And I think that's the Toreador that Justinian is talking about. If that's
If
the
you need
case,
someone dead,
I'll come out right and say it. Justinian beat me to it and kill him before I do.
and he will actually look at Lejours and go like, the right of ashening only belongs to the prince.
Yes, it is a crime, but I mean Justinian committed the crime before I did. I mean that's
I believe in I believe in murder mysteries. This is the point where everyone admits everyone wishes they killed him, but one person actually did kill them.
yes.
Yeah, I have to admit, I was there when Mercy did that thing to Ghost. Did you hear about it?
Nope.
Ah, well, I can understand his reasoning, but I don't like that type of politicking.
Sorry,
Personally,
your voice broke off.
I said I understand the reason he did it, but I don't like that type of politicking.
Um, I don't remember. I'm not aware of what he did.
Oh, I can't remember in great detail. Suffice it to say, he threw Ghost under the bus to advance his own position.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds like Mercy.
Yeah. Anyway, so now that that's done with, uh, Lejours, do you have anything to bring me up to speed? Primogen wise.
No, there is a meeting they want to make for some sort of clusterfuck that happened before I had my hand on it. There is some the ghoul for Mr. Brooks, the Ventral Elder. His ghoul, David, is a media mogul. He owns some big newspapers, and he was supposed to be accepted. Oh, he was kidnapped by the Sabbat and embraced as a catif.
Ah,
And he was supposed to become a Ventru, and some Ventru politicking thing happened. And even though Seneschal suggested to them that they vote him in as a Ventru, they refused, and so he got really angry at them, and he handed some punishments because his advice wasn't followed to the letter. And so now the Malkavians are about to accept him. Reginald, I think, Primogen Reginald, and he is supposed to be um, to do certain things to prove that he's loyal, to ensure his loyalty and things like that. And you were supposed to vote on it. Considering the position the Ventru fucked up, try not to get in on that and end up on the same firing range as them.
I'll vote with the consensus in that point.
Yeah. So
Um,
that's the main pending thing. The other thing is there's going to be a peace negotiation with the Sabbat. I am familiar with the Templar they're going to send. I would like to be there if possible.
I'll see if I can get you an invitation.
He's a Toreador, and so more Toreadors in the meetings. He seems to also like our clan, so
Okay.
more people will be able to will have an easier time persuading him for the finer details.
Given the fact is that Justinian is also part of our clan, would this fact help negotiations or hamper it?
That Templar seems to hate Justinian. He thinks Justinian murdered a Toreador. He made it once clear, but we never believed a Templar over our own clan member. So don't mention Justinian.
Okay. I find it hard to believe Justinian
In
killed.
fact, if anything, we would like to negotiate the peace treaty by you before Justinian becomes a Primogen, if he ever to become one again.
Yes, I think that would be a good thing.
By the way,
Yeah.
I cannot at all read your like I see Victor Smith. I cannot read anything under it.
Oh.
It's all garbled.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really garbled for me too. Let me see if I can fix that. That should
Now
be a
it's
little
better.
better.
Now it's better quality garble.
Uh,
Still garbled. Can you read it
Okay.
for us again?
It says appearance 3,
Blush
You
of
can?
Health,
and then I'm lost.
Blush of Health, Enchanting Voice, Prodigious Sire, and a tick twitch in my left hand.
Okay.
Cool.
Anyway, back to business. Until Justinian is vetted by the Tremere and
And the peace negotiation is complete.
right.
So I'll announce it to Budge. Makes sense. The last permission to make the announcement, and I'll resume position as whip. And I guess one thing is to try to help Ricardo as much as possible with his role as a hound, but also for the training as an Alistair. Again, we gain from our success. We get embarrassed from our failures. What Justinian did is embarrassing to all of us.
Yeah.
I don't think he was summoned, although I will give him benefit of the doubt. The other issue is the domain. We're going to need another domain other than Staten Island. I don't know if you're aware, Justinian called for Staten Island as a form
Yeah.
of war.
Yeah.
I would hold on that until the peace negotiation.
Yeah.
Because if there is
That's not a very interesting
if there is
idea.
peace and there is no Sabbat in Staten, Staten is ours.
Right. I
Or at
have
least
to
gonna be a big
say,
portion of it.
right.
The other issue is the issue with that's not no the issue is the coterie of investigation. I would like if you join it, think about it later and send me a formal acceptance of the invitation or not. I still need to know. No harm taken. There's a lot of roles to be filled, and if investigation is not something you look forward, I can't, be upset because you don't want to investigate. That's nothing to do with you.
I'm I'm not sure whether I should because I don't really investigate, but I might just take a double check here. I'll think about it, but I'm not sure whether I can fit the role you need. But we'll see.
Okay. The other issue is the hunters. Um, do you have anything to follow up on that?
Unfortunately, that was Justinian's little pet project.
Hunters.
Um, would you say that it would be appropriate that we should be allowed to check up on Justinian's domain and see if there's any information in there?
Yes, we should. I also have a little emerald, magical emerald that opens a strange that sounds crazy if it wasn't for the fact there was so many of us in there, but it opens a pathway to some time in the past, some fantasy place. And there is 3 keys left, and he has one of them. I would like to get it back.
Okay.
If you ever want to visit the place, you're welcome. I can give you more information on that. But we can visit the place 3 more times. It was some
Okay.
magical image that my sire did, and she didn't tell me anything about it other than sending it to me. And whenever there is kindred close by with a crystal once a day, one of the crystal will become bland and allow us to get sucked into the picture. And in the picture, there's some queen, and her daughter gets kidnapped by this water lizard thing. And when you go there, he's horny and he wants to bang her, but he would gladly bang any of us. I'm not kidding. This is what I saw. The thing
Right.
is super horny. When you check his aura, he's super horny. He's just very big and strong and horny, and he doesn't care. And I think there's a puzzle that has to be solved either by killing that thing or by finding a mate other than the princess or one of us.
Right.
Well,
And
that
there's
is
three
an
more. There's 3 more crystals left. There's 3 more visits. And I don't know if we get killed there, we get killed for real or not. I'll have to assume we do because it's always safer to be paranoid.
Very well.
Well, you go there with plate mails and swords and shield and everything. You lose every vest, every cell phone, everything you're wearing right now goes away looking like a knight. Again, if it wasn't so many of us, I would have probably thought of it as a bad dream.
Okay.
But the queen and the princess are really pretty, though. If you're ever interested in visiting something like that, let me know.
Okay. Do we have any occultists in the city?
You
No,
can go ask the Tremere.
Saskia's character was supposed to go, and I didn't want to go bug the Tremere because I don't like it. If it's something very useful, they probably take it. If it's something my sire did that's bad, she's gonna get burned for it. So I prefer not to involve them.
Good point.
You actually see Ricardo looking through the windows. You can drop me in the next corner. I have business to attend to.
All right.
Good.
Then I'll start the car. Go.
And as soon as the car stops, he will bow to both Toreadors. He's going to say, "My Primogen, my whip. If you need something dead or shot, you just call. You have a gunslinger on your cell phones now." And he will open the back doors, jump out, close it, and he will actually get into a cab that it's on the corner and get the fuck out of there.
Strange individual.
Uh,
Can you imagine this guy running after you?
eh, He doesn't. He seems like the type of guy who likes to stay away, not get up close and personal.
Um, yeah, he can shoot you from away. He doesn't need to be come up and personal to shoot you.
Right.
Oh,
So I don't know what to think then. I'm used
Well,
to.
instead of driving straight to Justinian and waiting for an ST, because that will keep us scene locked, I'll just say let's meet up at Justinian as soon as possible, and
Alright.
I'll drop you where you want me to drop you, and I'll go on to my place.
Alright. Very good.
All right. So with that, we end our scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watchers, and hope to see you all again soon. Bye.